Why I am running is out of frustration, to be quite honest. I've seen over the last 10, 15 years, and probably before that, but since I've been really paying attention, just a lack of urgency in the Republican Party. The Republican Party has been just as guilty as the Democratic Party has in running up our national debt. We're approaching $17 trillion, and they're still voting for more in additional spending. And they're increasing the size of government, which is a direct contradiction to what the Republican Party sets out and says that they're supposed to be doing and what they believe in. But most importantly, they're ignoring our civil liberties, and they're ignoring the Bill of Rights. There are certain people in the Republican Party, and I think there's a movement that is moving that in the right direction, but they need some reinforcements in Congress, and that's why I'm running. I think that what we've seen as of late is a recognition of the problems. We recognize that we have a bloated government. We recognize that we have debt that is becoming unsustainable. But there's no solutions. The solutions that we're getting are really gimmicks. We're getting short-term solutions and band-aids on very serious problems. So we have the cash for clunkers, we have the tax holiday, we have the Social Security credit, the one-time Social Security credit. We have the housing credit for first-time home buyers. We have the housing credit for previous home buyers. We have auto bailouts. We have bank bailouts. We have bipartisan committees that are supposed to get together and tackle our debt, and it ends up being photo ops and really no results. We have sequestration. We have all these different things that are really putting a band-aid on the problem but not solving the problem. We don't have any leaders in Congress that are actually working on long-term solutions and sitting down at the table and talking about how we're actually going to fix these problems. So one of the major concerns that we should have is to hold our members of Congress to a higher standard. So when they say things like I'm going to be today, we have to make sure that they're actually adhering to those statements. We actually have to hold them to what they're promising us when we're voting for them. That seems basic, but I don't really know if we're doing that. I think that politics has become something that people are so frustrated with that they're really now voting for people based off of superficial reasons. So, you know, maybe Obama speaks well, and he's young, and I'm going to vote for him for that reason. Or George W. Bush sure looks like a fun guy to have a beer with. Or, you know, Susan Brooks, we need more women in Congress. Or David Stockdale speaks Spanish and dances salsa, and we need a little bit more pizzazz in the Republican Party. And as we all know, the Republican Party has lacked a little, let's just say a little pizzazz as of late. The message has gone stale. It needs to be refreshed, and I think they're just kind of beating the same drum, and it's time that we change the rhetoric a little bit.